Hey guys, I'm back. I'm going to be taking you through the Sleekgeek beginner workout, and this time we're doing workout B. Please excuse me if I look a bit sweaty. I just finished filming workout A, had a little bit of break, and now I'm going straight into workout B. So this is going to be a really nice challenge for myself. Last time I showed you the circuit format where you're doing one exercise after each other and then repeating them again and again for 3 rounds. This time I'm going to be doing the same exercise for 10 to 12 reps, 3 times, before moving on to the next one. I've also changed the exercise order slightly in this exercise. So the written version of workout B will be some kind of hip hinge movement, like a band Romanian deadlift. It'll be some kind of vertical pulling movement, like the 2-arm band pull down. It'll be some kind of glute focus movement, like the band glute bridge. And there'll also be some kind of vertical pushing movement like the 2-arm overhead press. But I'm going to be swapping the last exercise, the overhead press, and the second exercise, the pull down, around, simply because it's easier for me to film. I'll be doing the pull down from the door just off screen, so I have to move the camera a bit. So for now, I'm going to be doing the hip hinge deadlift movements. I'm going to be doing the overhead press movements, the vertical pushing movements. I'll be doing the glute bridge, and then I'll be doing the vertical pulling or the pull down exercise. Got my 2 different bands here. The colors don't really matter much because different brands of manufacturers might have the colors slightly different. But all you need to know is that the thin band is about 13 millimeters wide, and that's the easiest band. The next band up will be about 22 millimeters wide, and then there are some thicker and more difficult bands. But for beginners and even for myself, honestly, these first 2 bands are perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with the band Romanian deadlift. This is the hip hinge movement. What you're going to do is you're going to put your feet like that at about shoulder width apart. You're going to grab both ends, and you're going to, with a straight back, stand upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can make it slightly more difficult by having a wider grip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you find, I'm taking a short rest. Normally I recommend 30 to 60 seconds, but because I'm filming a video for you, I'm going to do about 10 or 20 second rest. If you find your hands get a bit sore, what you can do, you can grab socks on your hands, or you can grab a face cloth and you can wrap it around the band, protect your hands a bit, but honestly your hands will toughen up. Okay, I'm going to do the same exercise, the band Romanian deadlift, but I'm going to do it from the side so you can see my form. I'm going to grab both parts of the bands, get them nice and straight and equal. So I'm going to make sure my butt is pushed quite far back. When you're standing upright, it's going to be standing nice and tall. You're going to push your hips back, slight bend in the knees, but as if you're trying to curl the corridor with your bum. Close there, and then pick this up, back nice and straight. Take a deep breath. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to go down in a nice, slow, controlled manner. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, another little rest, and then I'll do the 3rd round. After that, I'm going to be doing the band overhead press, which I'll show you in a second. Alright, here we go. I'm actually going to show you a slightly different variation while I'm here. So the next step up from a Romanian deadlift is an actual deadlift, in which case you'll grab the bands on either side like this, have a slightly narrower stance, and you have a bit more bend in your knees and a tall chest. You can stand straight up, extending both your knees and your hips at the same time. As you go down, you either bend both your hips and knees at the same time again. Keep your chest nice and tall. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's important to know this is not a squat. A squat might look something more like this, where you're bending more at your knees, at your hips. Here you actually want to bend quite a lot at the hips and lower at the knees. Next up is your 2-arm overhead press. You're going to take your band, have quite a nice wide stance, get an equal amount of slack, bring it up like this, and you're going to push it overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You should feel the band coming pretty close to your nose. So it starts out more in front of you, and as it goes up, you're almost tucking your head forward slightly and raising it behind you. I'll show you the side views now. So it's one of the hottest days to do this workout, but you know what? That's part of the challenge. You can't always work out in a nice, cool, perfect environment. Alright, here's the side view. Nice and wide stance, equal amount of slack. Bring it up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, picking it now. 9, 10, 11, 12. You want to try and keep your glutes nice and tight and your core nice and straight, as well nice and tight as well. Should feel very rigid. You don't want to be extending or bending over or to the side. You want to be nice and tall, and you more or less just moving your arms and your shoulders. You can do that, especially if you're using an actual barbell, but with a band, it doesn't really help much, and it'll just degrade your form. Alright, let's do one more round, and we're done with that. Another variation, if you want to do it instead, is the 1-arm overhead press. This is generally a little bit easier, a little bit more harder, a little bit more difficult. So you're going to take the band, you're going to rotate your arm up like that, so it's rested against the back of your tricep and your shoulder, and you're going to push straight up. So you'll find it's a slightly forwards motion. You're not pushing back, pushing forwards and up, mostly just straight up. If you want, get that out to balance you. That's 4, I think. 5, 6. Whew. Really getting tired. I'm going to do this arm and come back to that arm again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's get the last 6 from each arm. Give them a little bit of a break in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, last one. Last 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Right, that's done. Now I'm going to do band glute bridge. I'll start with the easier band, double it over like this, and wrap it around my knees. So kind of similar if you watched workout A, where I did around my knees for a squat, I push my knees out. Doing a similar kind of thing with the glute bridge. Make sure my knees are pushed out, hip up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be careful not to overextend your back. you're more just wanting to squeeze your glutes until they're straight. It'll actually be a much smaller movement than you think it is. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's enough. When you're coming down, try not to just drop them down with gravity. Try and actually lower them slowly and really focus on pushing out with your knees at the same time. Make it a nice quality movement. If it means you have to do less reps, that's fine. Do whatever you can. But make sure it's a nice quality movement and it's actually going to get you the benefit. Right, let's go straight into it again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The reason why I really like the banded glute bridge is even with a more challenging regular glute bridge exercise, or even using a barbell or a weight where you have a weight resting against your hips and you're pushing it up, is you'll feel it mostly at the back and underneath, but with the band you're actually feeling a lot more on the side as well, which is great for stability, great for helping you activate your glutes while you're walking and while you're doing certain exercises, and of course for ladies, great for that tone. And guys too, everyone's a good looking bum. Alright, last time. I'm actually going to try and see if I can loop it a third time around, just for the extra challenge. I've got a feeling it's going to be too tight. No, that works too. So if you don't have a second band to go to a more difficult level, you can try and wrap it 3 times and see how that goes. 1, 2, ooh, so a lot harder. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's all I got. 10's enough. Gonna move on to the final exercise, and that is going to be a vertical pulling movement, so pulling down from overhead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this door, loop the bands around the top of the door, and pull them down like that. If you have something better, like, I don't know, a beam from your balcony or in your garage, it might be easier and safer to loop it over like that with something more sturdy. When you're using the door, try not to put it too close to the edge, otherwise it can fall off and smack you in the face. Just make sure you can see that. Band is looped over the top there. And I'm gonna grab a chair that I can sit on. Hopefully you can still see me. I'm gonna bring the chair quite close to the door. Secure the door with my feet so it's nice and stable. Bring my chest quite close to the door frame and pull down. I want you to imagine you're pulling your elbows down towards your pockets rather than just curling with your hands, because you want to actually be using your back muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, that was nice and easy for me, so I'm going to swap to the black band. A little more challenging. You can also do a one arm pull down, so one arm at a time, which either you can grab both bands together, but it's a bit difficult on the door. Otherwise, what you can do is you can, if I'm using my right arm, I can shorten the band so there's less stretch, and just hold this one steady. So you're like loop it over the door handle or something like that. Now I'm just pulling on the right arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now with my left arm, I'm going to change the length, so it's more difficult on the left side. Right now there's a lot more to stretch on the right, very little to stretch on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm now going to go straight into my third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I found the workout B to be a bit easier than workout A, using the particular variations I used. But remember, you're going to be doing these workouts in an A, B, B manner. So 1 week you'll be doing workout A, workout B, workout A. So you're doing 2 of the more difficult workouts and 1 of the easier workouts. The next week you'll be doing workout B, workout A, workout B. So you're doing 2 slightly easier workouts and 1 more difficult workout. But you'll find that, especially a beginner, learning these exercises and getting used to them and figuring out when you're ready to progress to the next level will be your main focus. It'll be really challenging, and I think you'll get some great results. So enjoy and let me know how it goes. Cheers.